You clean your TV to protect it, but you might already have damaged it and not even know it yet. In the next few minutes, you will find out exactly which habits cause that damage and why it can stay invisible for months. At the end, a simple way to check your own screen for the signs. There is a cleaner you probably assume is safe. A cloth that could be scratching your screen without you ever noticing. And one mistake involving liquid that risks something far more serious than the surface, the parts behind it. The first thing is probably sitting under your sink. A household cleaner, glass cleaner, an all-purpose spray, whatever's already there. It seems logical if the screen looks like glass cleaner should be fine. Here's the problem. Most modern displays, LED, QLED, OLED, are not bare glass. They're built with a thin coating on top, designed to cut down glare and reflection. That coating is exactly what you're touching every time you clean the screen. Not every TV uses the exact same coating, and the specifics vary by brand and model. But the basic risk is similar across many modern screens. What you're wiping is more delicate than it looks. Manufacturers are specific about it. Samsung and LG, for example, both instruct customers not to use window cleaners or any cleaner containing alcohol, ammonia, or similar solvents on a TV screen. Repeated exposure to those chemicals can change how the coating looks, wipe after wipe, until it turns thinner, hazier, or uneven in certain light. And because that change happens gradually, you may not notice it until you know exactly what to look for. But even if you swap the harsh cleaner for something gentler, the surface still isn't safe, and the next problem has nothing to do with chemicals at all. It's what you're using to wipe it. Paper towels, kitchen roll, tissues, a shirt sleeve, whatever's within reach. These materials feel soft enough, but paper products are more abrasive than they feel, and the surface coating is far more delicate than it looks. Drag rough fibers across it, especially with any pressure, and you can create tiny scratches, far too small to see under normal lighting. One wipe with a paper towel almost certainly won't ruin a screen. But repeated over months, this is how a coating gradually loses its evenness. Not from one dramatic mistake, but from an accumulation of contact most people never think twice about. And this is exactly why the check at the end of this video matters. This kind of change is easy to miss under normal light, but far easier to spot once you know how to look for it. A clean, soft microfiber cloth avoids this problem, but only if the cloth itself is actually clean. A microfiber cloth that's picked up dust, grit, or crumbs from a bag or drawer can carry the same risk as a paper towel. The material matters, but so does what's trapped inside it. The first two mistakes can quietly affect the surface you're looking at. This one is different. The same habit can put the parts behind that surface at risk. It is spraying liquid directly onto the screen. It seems like the fastest way to clean it. Spray, wipe, done. But a TV screen is not a sealed pane of glass. It is the front of a display with seams and openings behind it, sitting right in front of the internal electronics. Spray liquid directly onto the screen, and gravity pulls it exactly where you do not want it, down toward the bottom edge, into the seam between the screen and the bezel. From there, it does not take a flood. A small amount of liquid finding its way along that edge and into the frame can reach internal electronics never designed to get wet. That is not a guarantee of failure. Plenty of screens survive a light misting without issue. But it is a real enough risk that manufacturers are specific about it. Do not spray the screen directly, dampen a cloth instead, and keep moisture away from the edges, vents, or seams. More liquid does not mean a cleaner screen. It just means more liquid looking for somewhere to go. Here's how to stop any of that from happening again, and the fix is surprisingly simple. Turn the TV off, let the screen cool, and check your manufacturer's instructions if you can find them. Panels vary enough between brands that they should always come before general advice, including this one. Start dry with a clean, soft microfiber cloth, working top to bottom with almost no pressure. That alone handles most dust. For a smudge dust won't lift, dampen a second microfiber cloth with a little water, not soaked. Distilled water is a low residue option if you have it, though not a strict requirement. Wipe gently in small circles, then dry the area with a clean section of cloth before any moisture sits near the edges. And the rule that matters more than any product you choose: never spray liquid directly onto the screen unless your manufacturer explicitly says to. Dampen the cloth, not the TV. Now let's find out if any of it has already happened. Turn off every other light source you can and let the TV display a plain mid-gray or white image. A pause streaming menu works fine. Look at the screen from slightly off to the side, not straight on, with light hitting it at a low angle. Watch for anything that doesn't move as you shift your angle. A patch that stays hazy, a section duller or cloudier than the rest, faint lines that catch light differently than the surface around them. Then clean the screen properly, the way you just learned, and look again. If the mark disappears, it was likely residue, dust, or a fingerprint, doing a very good impression of one. If it's still there, in exactly the same spot, that's worth a closer look. When a mark changes only with the angle of light, not with cleaning, you may be looking at a genuine surface issue rather than dirt. Haze that spreads across the whole screen is far more likely to be an ordinary reflection than damage. The same goes for a look that shifts naturally depending on where you're standing. That's more likely a normal viewing angle effect than a defect. Fixed in place, survives a proper clean, changes only with the light, never with the wiping. That combination is the one worth taking to your manufacturer's support team or a qualified technician. Everything else, you just cleaned away. You started this wanting to protect your TV. The safest way to actually do that was never to clean it harder. It's to clean it with the least you can get away with. And now you know how to check whether the damage was already there.